In chapter 2791, the complex dynamics of familial relationships and personal identity come to the forefront. Mrs. Queen expresses her exasperation with her child Hayden's unorthodox behavior and desire to remain unbothered by societal expectations. She reflects on the futility of attempting to mold Hayden into a traditional feminine role. Despite her frustrations, she acknowledges her daughter's loyalty and intrinsic nature, admitting that forcing her to conform could be detrimental to both of them. She decides to let go of her rigid expectations for the sake of their relationship and her own peace of mind. Hayden, on the other hand, reassures her mother of her loyalty and commitment. Mrs. Queen, realizing the difficulty of changing Hayden's deeply ingrained habits and identity, ultimately decides to step back and allow her to live authentically. She recognizes that forcing Hayden to adhere to traditional gender roles would be an impossible and unnecessary endeavor. Outside, Donald is busy watering the flowers. When Mrs. Queen joins him, they discuss the challenges of accepting Hayden's identity. Donald is more pragmatic and open minded, understanding that Hayden's happiness is paramount. He reflects on the long journey of raising her as a boy and the subsequent realization that Hayden's true self is more complex than societal norms can accommodate. He emphasizes the importance of letting Hayden live authentically despite potential backlash from the community. The couple shares a candid moment, reminiscing about the past and acknowledging the societal pressures they faced. He recalls the criticism they received when Hayden's partner, Kevin, first pursued her. Despite the gossip and slander, he maintains a firm stance on prioritizing Hayden's happiness over societal approval. This shared understanding brings a sense of relief and acceptance to both Mrs. Queen and Donald. As Mrs. Queen and Donald engage in their conversation and tend to the garden, Kevin arrives at the Queen residence. Kevin's arrival is marked by his usual cheerful demeanor and thoughtful gestures. He brings gifts and a bouquet of roses, despite Mrs. Queen's repeated reminders that such gestures are unnecessary. His presence serves as a reminder of the love and support Hayden has in her life, reinforcing the notion that acceptance and understanding are crucial within familial relationships. Through the lens of Mrs. Queen and Donald's experiences, the chapter delves into the themes of acceptance, identity, and the challenges of navigating societal expectations. The couple's journey from attempting to conform Hayden to traditional norms to embracing her true self highlights the transformative power of unconditional love and support. Mrs. Queen's initial desire to train Hayden into traditional femininity gives way to a deeper understanding of the importance of authenticity and happiness. Donald's pragmatic approach and acceptance further underscore the message that familial love transcends societal judgments. The chapter ultimately portrays a family's struggle to balance personal identity with societal expectations and the journey toward acceptance and understanding. Hayden's unwavering loyalty and Kevin's supportive presence add layers of depth to the narrative, illustrating the complexities of human relationships and the importance of embracing one's true self.